All right, welcome to episode number 44. Today we will continue wherever we left last week. And I will go ahead and continue whatever we left over, okay? So, let me double check and share to my teams and communication to my team because I do have the Discord channel as well. Usually, if I go live, I will post here and everybody knows like I'm live right now. So, or if you are new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and share. And wherever you are watching from, just make sure that you subscribe, follow, like. Okay. Okay. So I will also put this link in the description and chat as well, so you can join the Discord channel from here. Okay. All right. So couple of things, right? We were able to successfully did multiple things last time. We use some of the challenging by ourselves, like using the some kind of TCP port 6667, and also we did some of the backdoor for the port, right? So this is a proxy, because we are not using any kinds of proxy, so it should be pretty straightforward, and we were able to switch that payload to the Unix reverse shell command shell, and we were able to successfully gain the access in the metadata sessions. Like if you see somewhere of the information here, so if you see it, so this is my IP address for the Metasploit table. And if you don't know the Metasploit table, so Metasploit table is a vulnerability collection of vulnerability, and so if you are practicing and you are learning the cybersecurity, so this you know VirtualBox is really handy while you're trying to do different types of tests, and you are trying to do some of the pin tests or whatever you wanted. So this is really good example for the Metasploit table. Okay, so I do have my Metasploit table, and I do have the IP address, which is 129, as I mentioned you earlier, and I'm not natting anything, and I'm not going to access internet from this Metasploit table. So just FYI on that. And um, so I will always recommend you guys to not connect any internet connection to the Metasploit table. But the Kali, if you need to connection the internet, you can do that. But if you are trying to exploit by yourself, and just make sure that you have no internet access for the Metasploit table. Okay, so without being said, I will go ahead and do some of the fun stuff, right? And what I will recommend you to just make sure that you have proper documentation. So every time if I put here something but you are not paying attention, that could be possible, but just make sure that you keep an eye. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and check my Twitch, Rumble, and TikTok as well. So usually I go live on Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. So on Saturday. On Sunday I go live 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Okay, so anyway, so thank you so much for joining, all of you guys, and I really appreciate it. And let's make this journey a really comprehensive for all of you. Okay, so my goal is today to make sure that we will continue to go ahead and check out some of the SQL injection like we mentioned last time. So on that note, so just make sure that you have proper documentation That's what I'm keep repeating all those details again and again. So we were able to, last time we were able to successfully open the cell here, so MetaPreta cell. So, and then we were able to get access to the root, and then if you get the root access, you don't necessarily do anything, but in the meantime, just make sure that you need to dig more. And if you really need something information, so this could be really, really good. Okay. And other thing I want to, highlight some of the few steps. So if you don't know Kali Linux, or you don't know what exactly that means, I do have training. So if you want that training, go ahead and fill that form for me. I will help you to walk you through for 3 months. So but the payment is monthly base. You don't have to necessarily pay upfront, so you can always come back and check it or whatever it is. So you have to make sure that. Okay, the next thing I want to also inform you guys, if you haven't subscribed my channel, and go ahead and subscribe. Okay, so wherever you're watching from, either TikTok, because I do multi-streaming from TikTok, I do from the Twitch, Rumble, YouTube, wherever you're watching from. Just make sure that hit follow, like, share, subscribe, wherever it works for you. Okay, all right, so without wasting your time, let's dip into the lab. Okay, so the first thing I am gonna do here is, since we already know that there is some of the vulnerability. So last time I were able to show you, because if you see there like I ran the nmap-p is port, SV is version of the any kinds of services that are running in the any kinds of platform, either Windows or Linux or whatever it is, and then the IP address for the Metasploit table too. Okay, so this is my IP address, but it could be different to yours, but just make sure that you are able to ping from your Kali machine to the Metasploit table. Okay, so to demonstrate that, let me show you. Okay, so let me do ping and 192.168.35.129. So if you see, I'm able to ping it. I can exit from this, and if you want to exit from your terminal, you can always type exit and hit enter. Okay, so it will exit for you. And the other thing I want to highlight here is, if you run this, and this will be display the port, if that stays open or closed, that will also show you either close or open, and the services, whatever the services, FTP, SSH, Telnet, SMTP, or whatever it is, right? And then there's the version, because this version is so important, and because the reason need to be shown is we need to understand like what type of vulnerability is, what type of application, what type of version number it is running. So sometimes like in the IT world, they have like a different types of version number. So if it could be some vulnerability in 2.1, it couldn't be in 2.2 because they pass it. Okay, just make sure that it's accurate and that all this information are there. Okay, all right, so the first thing first, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to access you need to power on the Metasploit table here. So if you see right here, this is my Metasploit table, and you need to power on that first. Once you power on that and run this nmap tool, so nmap tool is freely available for scanning because it's more common right now. So usually like a system administrator, pen tester, most of the people use, like most of the IT people use, because this also helps to diagnostic the port, and if there is any connection issue, whatever it is. Okay, anyway, so now the other thing want to mention you here, let me go ahead and clear. So if you want to clear the screen for the terminal, so you can type the clear from there. Okay, and now you can come back here Once you access it, you don't have to type HTTPS. Okay, just make sure that that's HTTP connection, which is port 80. Okay, and then just go ahead and click on DVWA. So last time we also did some of the PHP admin. If you didn't know that, so you can try that. I'll also try multi-ladder, so later on, not for today, maybe next week, I believe. But DVWA is one of the common collection of vulnerability. So, and then if you see right here, it is already, you don't necessarily do that, because if you see, right click on that, right click on it, and you can do inspect. So inspect is more likely what's going on, right? So if you see right here, this is the username, and it input the password as well, right? So if you see right here, this is the password, and if you see level pass equals to password. So so these are the level, and these are the information here. If you see, type the password and autocomplete off, and the name is password. So so my goal is right here. So if you see hint password, sometimes it's like a little bit tricky, right? So you need to understand what exactly requesting. So you can always do debugger or network connection, whatever it is, and just make sure that you are able to see it. All right, so next thing, what I'm gonna try, because it says admin, right? So I mean, we did already in our last sessions, but I want to double check and show you guys, and then the password is password, right? So I'm trying this first, and what need to be done, let's see. So I'm pretty sure this is right password, because last time we were able to successfully done. And okay, so now if you log in, so you will see some of the, welcome to DAM vulnerability web application. That's the DVWA, and this is the disclaimer right here, warning and general instruction, how you can use it, all those fun stuff. So and again, so if you have any questions and like thinking like how is this guy's working, like let me know in the comment sessions. I will answer those questions, whatever you have. Okay. And the other thing, and you need to understand here, is DVWA security from the left side. And if you click on that, there should be script security. So you need to make sure that is low, and then we'll go medium, and we'll go the high one, right? So our goal is today for the lower one, because last time we since we are continuing from last session, so and then we were able to do from our low. Okay, so you can set the low here and submit, and you will see the low priority. Okay, and then also see the security level, set the low. Okay, so I mean, that's the thing. And now let's go ahead and do, like, you can do a lot of here. This is SQL injection and cross-site scripting, all those fun stuff. Okay, so my goal today is only the SQL injection, if you see it here. And if you want to learn about the SQL injections based on the statement SQL, so I'm gonna also put in the chat section, and you can learn from there, because this might be the good resource for you if you are unfamiliar with the SQL commands. Okay, so the other thing I want to also mention you about, if we go back here, some of the the very informative is, I mean, we can type anything here first. I mean, we'll see. I mean, it is very easy, because since we put the level of the security as a low, so it is very important, right? So first name is surname is admin as well. And if you type 2, so because these are the numbers, right? Numbers mean on the database there could be some of the information that put it there by different name, surname, maybe some other fun stuff, right? So and then the other thing, if you go back here and type, let me open the notepad. Okay, So since yes, I want those, that's fine. So what I'm gonna do here, and I'm gonna remove this and gonna paste it. So this is the thing right here. So select, since there is the first name and surname, right? So this is the surname is last name. So from user, because I believe this could be the user. If not, then we will change to different one, and user will be user ID, right? So and then equals to $, and you can also, if you want to go here, and then you can also do the source code, and that could be passing the information, whatever it is. Could be some of the information that need to be done here. So if you see right here, this is the user ID, right? So that's how we will see that, right? So user ID here, and then what else? So first name, last name, right? So the first name and last name we can also find somewhere here. If you see, this is the ID here, and first name, surname is so if you see brown, golden brown, okay. So this is how you can find it. So you can always come back here later on if you want it, and this is the backend run. So let me go ahead and paste it here. So you need to understand what exactly I'm trying to do, okay. So because this is a query, you need to understand the query first. Select first name, last name, because there's comma, right, from user. So first name, last name from user, where user ID, this $, and ID, okay. And if you do here, once you submit here, you have error, so that means there is error. So but you will see something here, okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and do one more thing. So, and then the other thing I want to show you here is I already showed this one for the numbers here. So if you come back here, let me show you. And if you go back, so this is the number one, and the number one here equals to this, because if you come back here, you always need to understand what exactly means. So it means true, 1 equals to 1 is always true. So this is the example I'm gonna show here for you right here. So or equals to, so you can try this as well to the here injection, so if you want it. So but if you see here is SQL injection base equals to is always true, and if you go further a little bit up, say right 1 equals to 1 is always true, and all those details you can run from here and read it. So but I'm not gonna deep to that thing, but I can definitely provide you the link. Copy it, and let me go ahead and paste to you guys. All right, so let me go ahead and paste it here. Okay, hit enter. Okay, I don't know what happened to